Andy Scott, ultimately a professional, very professional performance, a comfortable win and the perfect way to bounce back after Eastleigh.
Yeah, we've had 3 good performances now, I feel. Quality in the final third was better, especially first half they couldn't deliver us, and we should have had another penalty. We created numerous chances, and we were on the front foot, worked very, very hard. We got at them, we dealt with their physical threat. They get forward quick, they got long throws, we dealt with that. And we looked a threat every time we went forward.
And 2-0 up in 25 minutes, that's the perfect way to kill the game off.
Yeah, of course, it's important that we start fast. Starting fast is what you want, especially away from home. You want to show your intentions about how you want to play. And every time we got the ball into our front two, our wide players were able to get on the ball and causing problems. We played a little bit more width today. We just felt that we could stretch the game a bit, and it worked perfectly well. Defensively, we looked very, very sound. It was a thoroughly professional performance, and like you say, after the disappointment of Thursday night and the result, we've had 3 good performances now and 6 points, and encouragement. Because we have got a strong group of players at the moment where we're bringing people off the bench, and we left Mark Molesey out today for precautionary measures, and we're still able to put a performance like that in, so really pleased with that.
Yeah. But ultimately it looked comfortable, but I thought the defence particularly had to work really hard to look comfortable, particularly against Owen's long throws.
Yeah, they don't particularly play it on the floor. They get it forward, they got long throws, they put a lot of long balls and free kicks and goal kicks, launch it into the box. We knew that before the game, we knew we had to stand up and be counted and be men. We had a group out there that wanted to do the job properly today from start to finish. They were desperate for a clean sheet. We felt that deserved one the other night. Realistically, we should have had one against Altrincham as well. So defensively, we were very sound today. Behind them, Phil was very assured, came for crosses and relieved pressure. And in reality, in the second half, we had chances to break and had a couple of chances to sort of put the game really to bed, but couldn't take it. But a 2-0 away from home against a side that have obviously full of confidence after coming up, and it's a tough place to come, and the way they play make it very difficult for you. So I'm very pleased.
And you must be delighted to be able to bring in someone like Joe Gesson after losing the talismanic, as you've called him, Mark Molesley.
Yeah, Moles didn't train yesterday. He's got some tendinitis, and we just couldn't afford for it to flare up, and he missed the whole weekend next weekend, and it was a difficult one. It was a difficult one because I thought he was excellent first half against Eastleigh. But looking at who we were playing against, Joe did very well when he came on against Altrincham, and we felt that with the width, with Jordan and Joe being more dynamic and giving us the width and getting at full-backs, that it would open up space for our front two and give them more ability to get on the ball and cause problems, which happened that way. It's a squad game. We know that this season. It's going to be a squad, and Moles was disappointed to be left out, but understood. And Joe's come on and done well, and turned his ankle at the end, but hopefully he'll be okay as well.
And clean sheet as well against that aerial bombardment. That's just as pleasing as getting the 2 goals.
Yeah, Macclesfield came here and won 3-2, but were obviously conceded the 2 goals and were put under a lot more pressure. But we dealt with everything that they threw at us very, very well. The whole of the back four, not just the 2 centre halves, but the whole team had to deal with the long throws. Josh and Brett, we organised ourselves well. It does pay that we can watch the games. We watched the Telford game when they played Macclesfield, so we knew what they were about, and we were able to do our research, and we've got details on them. So we put that to effect, and obviously playing after Thursday, we knew that there'd be a bit of tiredness creeping in. But we were able to freshen up with Sam Hatton and Fitch coming on, and we looked like we dealt with the threat all day.
And it is great to be able to bring on players who, first choice conference players like Hatton and Fitch, to be able to bring them on the bench and not lose any of that strength.
Yeah, without a doubt, it's tough, having to leave those players out, but the lads have done so well. I felt, the first 2 games of the season that it's only Mark Molesey being left out just through to injury really that had to change it. That may change over the weekend, obviously, with a Friday, Monday. But we know we're capable. We know we've got players that can hurt opposition, and we know that players can freshen it up and make us, and keep us just as strong as we are. And that's important.
Yeah. And word about Joe Osler, fantastic at the back, but scored the first goal. A fantastic shot with his wrong foot.
Yeah. I know we've been working on our set plays. I think before today we'd had more corners than anyone else in the first 2 games. We're still working on the delivery, still working on runs. A few things to work on there, and we changed it around a little bit today. But it was we kept the ball in there. That was important. The edge of the box, we locked that in. We were able to keep the ball alive, and Joe had a fantastic finish and got us off to a great start. And then obviously we followed it up with another really quick piece of thinking from Josh Scott. From a throw-in, he saw the blade and just tempted him to the foul. And then straight after that, we should have had another penalty with Joe and guessing it was clear handball. I think everyone saw it. The referee couldn't see it, in fairness to him, but you would have thought the assistant linesman would have been able to do that, but it didn't cost us. But we look solid, we look comfortable, we look like we can score more goals, look like there's more to come as well, but defensively we're looking pretty solid, and that's pleasing.
And now on to 2 big games next week. The home game against Forest Green, who have started well. The team's got to be confident, full of confidence, and particularly with those 2 games, you say there is options for rotation.
Yeah, that's right. And I think that we've just said to the boys in there, don't worry about anyone else. You've got to worry about how we play and make sure that we play to that tempo and force the game on the opposition, and that whoever we play against won't be able to cope with what we can throw at them. And that's no different to Forest Green. They've spent a lot of money. They're one of the favourites, but Eastleigh were as well. And when we gave them a very good game, we should have got something out of that game. So we've got nothing to be scared of. In fact, we should be going into it with confidence. We've got some players who are playing with full of confidence and enjoying the football, and they're a good group that are desperate to do well for each other. I think everyone saw that today, and it could have been a hangover from Thursday night very easily after the disappointment of losing such a late goal, but they wanted to come out and prove that they're capable of bouncing back, and that's important for the whole season, that we're capable of doing that.